Another one? What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy, Avon Spice, and we are back in again with another one. It is, of course, the catch-up where we talk everything Manchester United. We reflect on the week that's gone by, the big news, and also today's news. And as you can see here, Manchester United, question mark, in talks with Hugo. I'm trying to figure out how you pronounce his name. I think it's pronounced Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike. Oh my God, Ekitike, whatever it's called, Ekitike. I can't pronounce it properly, but hopefully we could get it right during the show as well, man. And maybe I've misheard his name. I'll probably check online to see what his actual pronunciation. But of course, the French striker has been linked to Manchester United. There's been so many news about him as well, the money as well, and of course we've got to talk about Alejandro Garnacho in the show. Alejandro Garnacho wants to stay in the Premier League. Wanting a Premier League move, but would he get that? We don't know. We'll find out. And Marcus Rashford been seen training in Barcelona. What does this mean, guys? Is he trying to just make that move? Is he trying to do a Peter Odemwingie, where he stayed outside that new club where no transfer fee was agreed and thought that he signed for that club, for the news reporter to tell him that you know they never signed you, right? And you know you have to go back to West Brom, right? And you know you're going to get punished, right, for your behavior. Let's just hope that it's not the case with Rashford and something is happening in the background in terms of his move. And of course, Gyokeres, who decided to reject Manchester United, and then Arsenal decided to reject him for his transfer fee demands from his club. And lastly, who else? Ryan Cherky himself has sent Manchester United a diss track. We will talk all about that, Let's get the guys involved into the group, Big up Uche, big up Ems, and we've got Jerome in the background as well. Jerome dressed for a sunny day at the office, Big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about it. Let's start off with Hugo. Oh my God. I don't have to pronounce the name again.
Ekitike.
It's got a tongue twister. It's that
K in it.
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
You guys get yourself involved in the comments as well. Everything related Manchester United. Big up Mumsy as well. Big up Mumsy Talks as well. Let's get straight into it. Let me give you guys the background, of course. Yes, this took place yesterday. Tweets Manchester United. I think I can hear myself in the background.
No,
so guys, I'm not too sure. I heard myself in the background, but it doesn't matter. But yes, yesterday, as those who are aware, Manchester United, of course, received that news that Manchester United have held talks with Hugo Ekitike for Frankfurt, his club, Ekitike, for those who don't know, scored 15 Bundesliga goals, about a couple of goals in the other competitions, close to about 20 goals a season. He's a baller for the videos that I've seen. Very strong with his feet as well, dribbling. Can take a strike outside the box as well. So he's got a very good profile, and he's about 6'3", 6'4". He's got a lot of height in him, and he's got pace on him as well. He looks like a player that can cause problems. Not just Manchester United are interested, but I've read that Liverpool are also interested in him, and also Chelsea as well are interested in signing him. But according to reports, it says that his preferred destination is Manchester United because he grew up as a Manchester United fan. And for some reason, we're now signing players who have their dreams of playing for Manchester United, and they are huge Manchester United fans. You know, allegedly, as much as people can tell me and Photoshop pictures of them at a young age wearing a Manchester United jersey like Rasmus Højlund, pretend to be a Manchester United fan, but can't give us the Manchester United performance that we want from a Manchester United fan. Yeah, I'm not sending digs out. Oche, calm down. Don't get upset. Like, calm your ass down, bro. But yes, Hugo Ekitike, 100 million. Apparently, he's been quoted for. Is it even worth it for Manchester United to go and spend that type of money, or is 100 million too much? Let's kick off the show, man. I'm gonna get the thoughts. Who wants to start the show on the striker that's been linked to us, Hugo Ekitike, for 100 million? Manchester United apparently in talks with him and the club.
Yeah, I just think it sounds like a Plan D deal, and I think it's very unlikely that we're going to get that deal because we need to sell first before we can start looking at that sort of money to spend. And 85 million or 100 million euros, whichever way you want to put it, I think it's too much of a bigger risk for us to buy another young talent who's going to come here as a prospect when we're dying for a number 9 striker to just be banging in goals from the get-go. And I think as much as Ekitike is an exciting prospect and he's got a lot of technical ability, it might take him time to adapt. Because of the minor goal differences that we've had over the last 2 years, we just need a proper, proven number 9 that's just going to come in and hit the ground running. I think if we're in a better position in terms of, like, if we're already competing for titles, then yeah, Ekitike will be a signing to bring in and just be like, yeah, he could be an understudy to our main number 9. Like, for example, say at the City, they got Haaland, someone to come in and work under Haaland, but we ain't got that luxury. So we just need to use our resources and source someone else. But obviously, if we got him, I wouldn't complain because he's hugely talented. But I'm just looking at the short term. The short term now, we just need someone in firing because I'm sick and tired of seeing zeros. Literally, every game we're just losing 1-2, 3-0. Might get the odd goal from Bruno, which would be a penalty, but we're not getting goals from our strikers. So it's desperate times. But from what I've seen of Ekitike, I haven't seen that much of him in the Bundesliga. But it seems like he's the hype at the moment that everyone's chasing. It seems like there's a big striker shortage. And yeah, like I said, it sounds like a Plan D deal because his name just come up out of nowhere over the last couple of days. This transfer has been heavily focused on Gyokeres and Osimhen. So, but it's good to see that the club's looking at different options. We can't just be sitting down, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for players to decide whether they want to join us or not. We need to go around and explore our options and see which one. It's almost like a game of chess. Just go around, make our moves, and see which one comes to fruition.
So, honestly, I would say is we're making bad businesses lately. We're actually we seem like a club who are actually in panic mode to see whoever is available, not going for who they actually need. It's about who is available, who can we work with, and that is no planning. This move I think is based on impulse. It reminds me of when we bought Rasmus. The same way, having how many goals? Like 9 goals.
But before I add to it, Rasmus had 9 goals, but he scored 15 goals in the Bundesliga, 4 goals in the Europa League, and 3 goals in the Duke Pokal, which is the Dutch Cup. So that's about 22 goals.
So even at that, if you check very well, apart from Haaland, you can actually say that people coming from the German league over to Premier League don't usually do well. They don't usually adapt very, very well.
We've got another example apart from Haaland.
Yeah, so Haaland is one of the players actually be successful. That's what I'm trying to say. We have the likes of even in Chelsea. Then they brought in what was his name with all those third highest scorer in Bundesliga before he came. Batshuayi. What did he do? We have Garnacho. Sancho. What did he do? Most people from the coming from Bundesliga.
What about De Bruyne?
De Bruyne. Okay. Now De Bruyne went through what we call series before he actually blew up. Even in Chelsea, nothing happened in Chelsea. He was a flop in Chelsea.
Fair enough.
He was a flop. So
Chelsea didn't give him a chance. Chelsea didn't give him a chance.
Exactly, because you don't need to have the whole chance. Just a little small space you need to perform. There are other people lined up there to get that shot. No time to experiment for you on a long time like might do with Anthony, giving you all the series of time to improve. No one is giving you that. You have a time to improve. Other people are in there. No, the same thing with Rasmus, because there's no competition. You didn't have any competition. That's why nobody's actually waiting for anybody. So that's why he had that time to experiment, make mistakes, and learn, but it's not working. Now, on this aspect, I see that we're making too many choices I don't even like. So I don't leave it as there, honestly.
And let me get your thoughts on this transfer of Hugo Ekitike.
I think personally, if he was in a strength of power, like for example, Liverpool, like they've won the league, and I would say we could kind of gamble and sign him. But I think right now we cannot afford to buy a young, developing 22-year-old. I think we need to go out there, get the proven striker, and do it, because I've just had to deal with 2 seasons with Uche's boy Rasmus Højlund. And go get Ekitike. Oh my goodness, Hugo, bro.
Ekitike.
Nah, I can't. And then Hugo, we're gonna get Hugo. It's another gamble, bro. I can't. I don't know, man. I don't think we're in a position to gamble on youngsters right now. We need to go get proven, tried and tested, proven Premier League players, because we've done buying players from other countries, and more often than not, it hasn't worked, and that's why. Well, apart from the manager, that's why we ended 15th. So we need to get something proven and like an experienced striker, not no youngster.
And I hear that, and I'm all for it, for the experienced striker, because I believe Manchester United need that experienced striker. So I'm going to keep echoing, of course.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
You can hear me?
I can't hear the echo.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't hear the echo. I can't hear the echo.
Oh, no, echo's gone. I didn't say anything about that. I said that was time ago. The echo is gone. But as I was saying earlier on, I would prefer an experienced striker, because we're in dire need of an experienced striker, someone that can guarantee us 20 goals per season, that's been doing it consistently. Yeah. Hugo Ekitike, or should I say Hugo Ekitike boss, to add to that, because of course, if he comes here, that's what I'll be calling him. I just don't know. Like, you see, my problem is the one season wonders. 22 years old.
It won't work.
22 goals. Is it just a fluke? Is it just a one season wonder? Like, for example, I have my reservation, which we'll talk about Gyokeres later on. I have my reservation, because just like Uche said, players that come from Germany, that come to the Premier League, don't really do well. That is questionable. But Portugal as well, especially the strikers that we have revved up, that's been doing well in Portugal, which I'll talk about later on, because I don't want to go into it. They don't do well too tough here, man. So for me, I need an experienced striker to come to Manchester United. I'm happy if we can get him. There's a talent, but if we get him, what about the other guy that needs to leave?
Well, why are we getting him from 100 million? Who is he? That's what I'm saying. This is Who is
100 million,
clubs, isn't it?
100 million euros.
They think he's going to be a world beater, so they're just putting their crazy price tags on.
I'll be okay if we got rid of Rasmus Højlund and we got him and another experienced striker. Then I'll be like, all right.
No.
But for that money, it's crazy.
100 million for who?
Yeah, not that money. I'm not saying that money. I said get him. I won't talk about money. I'm just saying I'll be happy if we got him and an experienced striker. I didn't say.
If you get him 100 million, that means obviously he's going to have a very good pay wages. He's not really working. I keep saying it.
No, you don't have to. No, Uche, you can sign someone for 8 million and pay them 50K, you know. Especially a youngster.
It will be difficult. No,
But
No, you
to
can.
sign that. No,
But
it
you
will be
need to
difficult.
agree a fee with them. No, because when these young players, sometimes with these young players, when you sign them for a lot of money, it's just the valuation of the player and the resale value. But you can still offer them under
No,
£100,000.
it is bad
It
business.
happens.
You as a player, how would you feel if your worth is over 100 million and you're paid 50? If you go on that table and negotiate
he's
that,
right.
you know,
He's right. He's right.
But it happens,
Right.
though. It happens.
I reckon if we're gonna pay 100 million euros, whatever you want to call it, you might as well go for Uche's countryman and go get Viktor Osimhen. There's no point. There's no point paying 100 million for potential. Do you know what I'm saying?
thank you. Exactly. Why you pay for potential? You have not even
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
know, Uche. I know.
We've already made that mistake with Rasmus.
Yeah,
We can't be
Uche, I
paying for
know.
potential again.
Imagine spending 75 million for potential and then
Come on.
I know, Uche. Come on, you spent all that money on and for potential, and they're not even giving you the potential.
We're not even getting goals, bro.
That's
It's mad, we're not even getting potential.
Uche, your podcast, mate. I couldn't believe what you're saying, but it's fair enough. It's fair enough, though, isn't it?
Exactly, bro. See. Let me tell you something about it. You buy for 72 million. It is something we're about to do here. Now, let me tell you, we are buying this player now. Hugo is not a bad player, let me tell you. But if he comes to United, he's going to turn whack. And we're going to end up the same here. And you're going to say, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. It's not about, that's what I'm going to say. It's not really about this player most times. It's about the system that they are in. Right now, we're also said, okay, does it worth it? He had potential. If he doesn't have a potential, United won't go for him. The same way with Rasmus. All these players are good players with potential. But now, in the system that they are in now, it is not working. And everybody just said, they are bad players. No. We're missing the point most times. We don't have to maybe talk about being maybe as a fan here, you can be angry, but sometimes you look beyond that. What are the the root cause of all these things? Look at the system. Who can the player? Okay, go on. Go.
No, I agree with you.
No,
In this current setup, we need to do with a lot more transfer business before thinking about bringing in Ekitike, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anybody put it?
We need a lot of ballers behind him, because if he comes in under this current setup, he ain't going to be scoring goals.
Nothing.
No one's going to be creating chances for him.
I'll be real with you, right? This is to make ready for the Premier League, bro. I don't want it, but I know each time with you, bro. Each time with you, that system. I can't say they were thriving in that system personally. But that's just me.
For me, United squad number 9 died immediately Ronaldo left. That was the end of it.
Not before Ronaldo. Like
I think Cavani. I think that way Cavani.
You know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic,
because
Cavani struggled to score.
He came in with Ronaldo, the life came back again. And every single time we have coaches who pick up problems with players that will end up losing the players we need to actually strive, and they end up leaving, and we're back to square one. Every time it's happening. Ten Hag came up, Ronaldo was the problem, get out. Now, Amorim came, all the top players are the problem, they're all going out. And if it doesn't go last again, we are back to square one. Why are they always picking on players, making them... Look at all the players that left United without no pay. Marshall left, we didn't get any single money. On a very good day, we should have sold Marshall, but that was a bad business. Boba ran out of the deal, we didn't even make money, we didn't renew, bad business. Now we're about to have Garnacho, all of them, all bad. So why are they always picking on players? And when you pick on players, that means you make the players that you don't want them. That means they're no more sellable. Their prices go down. And the money...
And you know what's funny, Uche, right? Yeah. For me, right? When Ten Hag was doing what he was doing, people were talking about the manager. When Amra's doing it, they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, why is that? It's because one person speaks better English than the other one. I don't know. I'm not having it. I'm putting man on the same level. I don't like the way he's throwing players under the buff, left, right, and centre. And it's not being questioned by the media. I don't like that.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Wait. I didn't get to Amarin. What I want to say is that Messi doesn't like it that he's throwing players underneath them. No. It's been addressed. Some people don't like the fact that he's throwing players underneath the bus. You know, this was a time to sink and swim for the players. And they showed me that they sank straight to the bottom of the seabed and drowned. They sank really to the bottom. Like,
if you put this as a blank thing, you you would actually say this manager should be out the door because the players are not responding to him. So that tells me.
Wait. The players are not responding to him, but the players weren't responding before he came.
Oh, here we go. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, look at this nonsense. Why do people forget? Why do people do the men in black thing, and forget what happened before November?
Ems, wasn't you calling for EJ to stay?
Yeah, why do people act like Ems?
You see what
why
I'm
do
saying?
you act like August and November never happened? Why do you act like August to November 2024 never happened? Like that didn't happen. Are you only accounting to November 2024 to May 2025?
Let me finish.
Let me finish. Oh no. Let me finish. Let me drink some water.
Let me finish, right? The man, listen, Eric told us actually stocks got higher. Man left us with 2 trophies, while this guy, last couple games,
No,
man
he
put
showed us
all
the
these
truth.
eggs. Let me finish.
Now,
The trophies papered over the cracks.
Yeah, well, you should get a trophy, bro.
Papered
He's
over the
come.
cracks, man. Don't get gassed over those 2 trophies.
Yeah,
We're
so
getting pamped.
Listen.
The Premier League is the bread and butter.
The
And we weren't doing nothing.
great
in the
manager Ole Gunnar
you
Solskjaer
said
said
it.
trophies
You
are
said
for
it.
egos. And look at your ego right now. Look at your ego.
Okay,
Ems,
see what happened here. I'm telling you that most times these managers will keep saying that powers are with the players. Since United has always been with the managers, and it has not worked so far. The managers are the one putting us into this lots of problem.
How did we get here? How did we get here?
They got the hammering agendas. Let's get back onto the topic.
We're being sidetracked right now.
No.
Are we going to get back to the topic?
It's about the topic. It's about number 9. It's about number 9.
Let's get back to the topic.
Stay
Stay focused.
Yeah, stay focused. Ten Hag pushed away Ronaldo. And now, what they cost us?
Why do you keep saying pushed away Ronaldo? Ronaldo wanted to leave.
Ronaldo wanted to leave.
He said in 4K. He said it's 4K. Uche. He said in May 2023, I want to leave Manchester United. When the moment we didn't qualify for the Champions League, I want to leave. He didn't say I want to stay at any point. He even said it again. He didn't even come to pre-season because he said, listen, I want to leave.
You see it right now. You see people who believe that he didn't come to pre-season because he wanted to left. It wasn't so. Because of his, he lost his baby.
Bro, he actually had an interview. He actually said, I want to leave.
Okay, that's
his
fine.
manager went on a world tour to sell him. Before the season started, because he wanted to push the leave. Manchester United did everything for him to stay. They wanted to stay, Manchester United. Let's not act like that never happened. Now he's being pushed away. Someone that said they wanted to leave is being forced out. What? Someone that got what they want is being forced out. If my girlfriend said she wanted to leave me and I said leave, then I kick her out. She just wanted to leave.
Now, the point I'm making here is he has left. Since he left, we have spent more money to fill in that box and we've never worked anything. We spent 72 million right now on that fence spot. It's not working.
On Rasmus Højlund, who you
100 million. We're about to spend 100 million right now and it's not working. Now, see on that part now. Garnacho is about to leave. If Garnacho leaves for 40 million, good. We're going to spend close to more than 80 to fill up that space.
Let me just stop you there, Uche. Let me get straight into it because you just started. And it looks like we come off the Hugo Ekitike deal. Yeah. But yes, Alejandro Garnacho has said in the media that it's been reported that he wants a Premier League move. Now, Uche's upset because we've quoted him for a 40 million sell, which I kind of agree with him, yeah? And we'll talk about which team can want him because Chelsea were interested in January, but never happened. I don't know. Arsenal have been linked to him about a move. But yes, 40 million pound, guys. Is 40 million too small for someone like Alejandro Garnacho and his potential?
I think 40 million. I think 40 million is pretty accurate, but I feel like we've got to put extra tax on it. But it's the right.
I think it's a perfect deal. 40 mil. When you
Jones is saying that.
We just get him out. Get him out.
What's going on? Wait.
Look, get him out.
You guys are
you know what it is?
If you're going to be sitting there waiting for
if you're going to be sitting there waiting for 60 M's, he's going to end up staying. And we're going to have a player that's not happy.
Hugo,
nobody's paying 60 M's for.
Wait. Is Hugo It's not profit for Hugo.
Clubs know
Why
that
are we going for
want to
Hugo
sell.
for 100 million?
Pure profit for. He took my Alejandro Garnacho. Will be pure profit 100%.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, wait. Now you're saying now for Frankfurt, it's not pure profit. Is that what you're saying?
Not for them because they bought him, I reckon.
Okay, fine. Mbappe was sold how much? 168. I'm 69. 160.
Who was that?
Academy, Monaco. Mbappe.
167 million.
Yeah, but our club's different, fam. Our club's different. Our club's been run poorly. So we can't be comparing ourselves to these clubs that have been historically selling well.
What's 70 million?
We've been performing poorly on the pitch. We're running out of money.
It's ours.
And clubs know that we need to sell.
We are undervaluing our players.
We're not coming from a position of strength in our sales strategy.
No, come on. Most all the players will buy.
Why do you think we sold McTominay for 25 M's?
Oh, okay. If you put it like that, Di Maria had no space in Madrid. How much did they sell him? 60 million to us. Why didn't we buy for 20 million since you don't want it?
True.
You have to put a value in your.
That's because of poor management of the club. Don't forget we're on the previous ownerships then.
All our players that we have, all the big stars we had in the team so far, they always leave us very cheap.
We bought Di Maria for like 59, 60 M's.
60 million.
We sold him for 44 M's.
Yes, but
so that was
all I'm saying is he left a club that doesn't want him.
Ownership was different to what it is now.
The club doesn't want him.
We're trying to improve on that, and it's going to be small steps. We can't be just expecting miracles right now. We've been run poorly for the last 10, 15 years.
Uche, I just want to ask you a question. If it's not 40 million, how much do you think the value of Garnacho should be for Manchester United?
Now, look at how the business works. It's about the market. We ourselves have already devalued. It's not about putting a price to anything you want. It's about you putting a value in your players and assets. A coach come all in public to say he doesn't want a player. You are already marketed the player so far. You don't do that. Nobody does that.
Say that, bro. Say it again.
How much you saying that he should go for?
I think a player like this to go and look for a club. No. You don't do that. No,
how much?
Never done anywhere.
How much then?
How much would you value him for?
Now, that's about value.
This guy's not going to answer, is he?
No.
You're being a politician now. You're being a politician.
Wemo was how much? What happened? Wemo was meant to be a small deal. Now Wemo is 80 million. What happened? It was meant to be a small deal. Now you have to watch your market.
They want 60
you have to
million.
watch your market. We're not doing the business. We are not doing the business at all. We are relaxed. You push it here. You're doing business.
So would you say a 60 million transfer fee would be reasonable for someone like Alejandro Garnacho?
How you will start that looking of the like say Garnacho right now, the way we're looking at Garnacho, like you have a prospect for Garnacho. Right now is a done deal. He can't work again because the manager does not want him. It's not about how much I put on the player right now.
And
he's
the club
not gonna
doesn't
work.
want him.
Doesn't
and the club
want,
has agreed.
Yes, and once you do that, the price will fall. You want to get rid of the player.
The club want to sell him. Garnacho wants to go. So we're not in a position of strength when we're selling him. So we can't be talking about selling for wild numbers.
We did it ourselves. Why will you do that ourselves? He's not the first player. We did it to Anthony. We bought Anthony 100 million and we tell Anthony.
Couldn't Garnacho have gone? Garnacho could have gone in January. Where he priced himself out to Napoli.
Anthony. We did for Anthony. That was the bad move. You bought us 100 million, Anthony. If you had an issue with him, you still have to package him a little way to sell him off. You made him a bad business already before you sold him off for a loan. The same thing for Rashford. You always make our players to be bad before you sell them. Check all the players you are buying from different leagues. They are all bad for the clubs, but we still wanted to buy them. Why? Our own is different. We don't do business. We don't have to negotiate both selling. We don't have to negotiate both buying. All of them, we suck at it. It's too bad. Look at it. Okay. Look at someone like what's this thing like moving around? Felix, Joao Felix, moving around everywhere. What's he doing?
He's gone everywhere, fam. Literally.
Of course, he's moving around everywhere with big deals. We can't do one single deal.
Nobody wants him, man.
Nobody wants him, but they are still making business.
Another player from Portugal.
Him, but they are still paying serious business. But us, nobody wants us, and we are not selling. Why? How can you sell Garnacho 40 M?
Maybe because
20-year-old. And again,
Mm-hmm.
Meno, you want to sell Meno within those reasonable numbers again. But you want to go and get Hugo for how much? 100 million.
No, and this is why I'm with you, Uche. I feel like Alejandro Garnacho's valuation is too low. You know, I think they're trying to get a quick sell.
Too low.
But there's more value to him to be made, especially with that. And I'm hoping that maybe they can add on a sell-on clause, like a 20% sell-on clause when they sell him to another club and get 20% return if they was to sell him on. But with Alejandro Garnacho, with his interest of staying in the Premier League, I hope that gets rejected and hopefully he goes abroad. You know, I don't want to see him in the Premier
Chelsea.
League. Yeah, not at Chelsea. And it's
we owe Chelsea. Chelsea have been finessing us for too long.
So we should send them. We should send Chelsea a virus, yeah. So
send them a virus.
Because I'll be honest with you, Chelsea has
finessed
given
us
us
for
nothing.
years.
Chelsea has given us nothing in return in terms of what we bought of them. We bought basically dog shit off them for all our transfers.
Let me tell you
Matt,
what
I give you
Chelsea done.
something.
Mount.
Just over the last 2 years alone, Chelsea, they sold us Mount for 55 M's, where we could have gotten for free a year later. They took Quenda off us. We linked with him for ages. Delap's chosen them over us. And what have they done? The Sancho thing. We thought they were going to buy him for 25 M's. They've shipped him back to us for 5 M's. And now it looks like nobody's going to buy Sancho. And Sancho's just going to run down his contract. So we've basically lost out on 20 M's basically. On that.
We did that for even Boba twice. You don't have to his contract twice with us. Boba twice.
Yeah.
And we even bought him for 89 million. Come on, what are we doing? We're not doing business.
It's too much. Yeah. Well, we owe Chelsea. We owe them. Chelsea have got debts to pay, man.
Nah, they do, you know.
If you look at it this way now, the issue now I'm having with all this setup is when you sell players, it's too bad that you're going to sell a player and so cheap, and you're buying someone very expensive there's not even better than the player that you sold. We keep complaining about Rashford. Rashford is a superstar. Yes, he's tired of Man United and everything is actually falling apart. We are sending out a superstar out of our team. And right now we also have Garnacho. Only Puska Award, if you ask me, my friend will tell you only because of Puska Award, James Rodriguez was bought to Real Madrid. we have one right now, and we're pushing him as if it's nothing. What I'm trying to say in all this overview is, I know players needs to leave, but we need to stop managers hijacking all these kind of deals. You spend so much money to raise this player, or went through all the ranks, come up and just a manager come from just within a half season or put and mess up a long-term project that have been going for a very long time. That's not how a project works. You can't just stop a growth. You don't do like that. If there is a conflict, you try to solve it. Sideline him, find other means, but you don't just crash out a project. This is a huge project that you're having. And if you keep sending all these players, check all the time that we have Man United was in glory days, was all about being together for a very long time. Ever since we joined this transition of players, things have not been working. It's about staying together for a long time, knowing each other. All of them with those squad will graduate out. That's how you make business. But right now we are not. We keep mixing players from different people with different philosophy, trying it to work. It's not going to work. It is not.
And Uche, you just said it right there.
Ruben,
we keep mixing players with different philosophies. Yeah, that's one. So how about we change that, which we're trying to do this season, and get players who fit in the right mold and the philosophy. But let's just stop there. I want to move on from this. Again,
please,
as well. Let's talk about Viktor Gyokeres, who last week during the weekend, who happened to be flirting with Manchester United, had an issue with the board member. He left the board, the president of Sporting, angry, slammed the door, apparently caused chaos to the extent that the president of Sporting came out and done a press conference saying that we never had a gentleman agreement. You know what? I never said that will take 100 million. He's asking for 80 million euros or 80 million pounds, whichever it is, for the sale of Gyokeres. It can still happen. He's not stopping anything. Gyokeres has on the weekend, on Saturday, informed Manchester United that he wants to move to Arsenal, which to me is chasing Champions League. The following day, as on Saturday, of course, Arsenal fans decided to troll on us and thought, he chose us over you. To then find out the following day that Arsenal themselves, the owners, say that he's too expensive and he costs too much, and their focus is on Benjamin Sesko. Let's talk about Viktor Gyokeres. Shall Manchester United go back to him if now that Arsenal has technically rejected him, or we should be looking elsewhere, such as someone like Osimhen? My opinion on Gyokeres doesn't change. I've always said it before. I said I'm 50-50 on him. I'm very skeptical on strikers that come from the Portuguese league, and such as players like, for example, Darwin Núñez, who had a fabulous season in Portugal playing for Benfica. And then, sorry, there was a little bit of Ems, I think that is your sound there. If you can sort yourself out with the sound. Yes, but as I was saying, had a wonderful time in Benfica. Everyone wanted him, except for me. Everyone in this Red United group chat was saying we need to get Darwin Núñez. I don't remember Jerome saying it, but certain man were saying, yeah, Darwin Núñez. And I said to myself, I said, guys, I saw Darwin Núñez play against America, on an international break. The guy has a horrible first touch. He can't dribble, he can't pass. Are you sure you want this guy? No, he's a goal scorer. Comes to Liverpool, scores on his debut.
That was depths.
Yeah.
Depths.
And then fizzles out last season, this season, and to the extent that they probably gonna get rid of him. Yeah. This is you. I think you might need to check. You need to sort your audio out and just check the audio connection of the settings to see if it's with your connected to your headphones instead. Yeah, just do that because I can hear. No, I can't hear anymore right now. Sorted. Big up as well. But yeah, I was very scared. And then you got people like Gonzalo Ramos, scrub, done so well for Porto. Yeah, in Porto. When it comes to PSG, he's a benchman. You know, so many players I've seen come out of the Portuguese league. You mentioned one player, João Felix, rated to be the best player ever. The next Kaká. Look, Kaká's twin. You look at him right now of his career, all over the place. For me, Viktor Gyokeres is a player, a striker that we've met and heard about from the start of this season. Last season, I never heard of Viktor Gyokeres. The season before that, I never heard of him. But do you know who I've been hearing for the last 4 to 5 years? Viktor Osimhen. Consistent. 20 goals per season, you know. Fast, strong, and very good on his feet. And his movement is solid, scores goals. Oh, but people want to talk about, but he has attitude problem. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have attitude problem. He just speaks up for himself once in a while. The stuff that you guys like, the stuff that you guys champion Garnacho for, you're telling us about what's it called? Viktor Osimhen's attitude. Garnacho has a bad attitude, but you want him to stay. For those who are upset.
Wait, what bad attitude? I'm fed up with all this. I think
no.
exaggerated.
Maxi, where is it?
Okay, let me tell you something. Bad attitude of Garnacho. When he first came into the season, pre-season, got kicked out by Eric Ten Hag. For why? Jerome? Jerome, what was the reason why? His behavior, right? It was a behavior issue. Arrogance. The guy got exactly, and he messaged the wrong thing. The guy as well, the Manchester derby where Rashford and Garnacho got dropped from the squad. It's not because they were good boys. He didn't get dropped because they were good boys. He done something wrong. Sorry, another guy during the season.
Okay.
He had a pop at the manager on Twitter. He had his brother or family relatives.
What was the pop?
Bro.
Do you know right now?
Acting like Garnacho's been well behaved or something.
After the Europa League final, his comments as well. Let me tell you something about players, yeah? When you have young players who behave in this kind of manner from the get-go, yeah, you cannot excuse them any longer. You cannot use the excuse of, he's so young, let him give him a chance. No, because let me tell you, it doesn't matter how good he is, yeah. I know that whether you're the best player in the club, if your behavior towards the club and your professionalism isn't right, you have every right to be sold, yeah. Because if this was Ferguson, I know we're not in the golden era of Manchester United.
To be honest, I don't see any problem.
You don't see the problem because you don't like the manager.
No. I don't
you don't see the problem.
You know that if Yamal is playing for United right now,
and he behaves in that way, go.
No, with what he's doing right now in Barcelona.
I'm sorry. I've seen great players leave Manchester United for their behavior.
He's a very proud and has an attitude problem. Do you know
that?
If Yamal is playing for United right now, we will say he has an attitude problem. Do you know that?
No, he doesn't. No. He doesn't. just because you saw what he saw in the Nations League and he walked around. No. Garnacho was different. We saw videos of him putting his middle finger up, not looking interested on tour.
So
Have
wow,
you seen
wow,
what Yamal has done? Yamal has laughed his
So you guys just accept
misbehaving
attitude
what
problems. How we
about
doing?
Diallo? What about Diallo? Did he not put his middle finger up? What did he do?
Ahmed Diallo explained. He came out and said that someone dissed his mum. What did Garnacho do? What did Garnacho do?
And you believe that? You believe it?
Well, he explained the situation.
The way I see it is, Garnacho's got the attitude and ego of Ronaldo, prime Ronaldo, and the talent of Dan James.
Yeah,
we don't need that nonsense.
You see people like you two, right? Yeah.
No.
You two, you know. You want a toxic environment, yeah.
You two like double. You two love double standards. Man's moving like man's gone to a nightclub before a game. Man's doing a madness drinking. Man is just showing that man cares and he wants to play football. Man is vexed that a man that's been injured for 2 seasons starts ahead of him. Man gets 20 minutes. And that's the same manager that you. Wait, let me finish. No, let me finish, Mr. Ivorian Spice.
I won't let you finish, Mr.
Let me finish. Let me finish, bro.
The guy, this is the guy that was saying Garnacho's dead, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, let me finish.
Let me hear what you got to say. Go on.
I've analysed myself. I've come to the conclusion. Sometimes you have to reflect. I've reflected. And I'll sit there and I'll think to myself, hold on.
You flip-flop, basically.
No, I'm not flip-flopping, but hold on. I sit there and think, hold on. If I'm him, man's playing most of the season, come the final, man's sitting on bench for a man that's not contributing for 2 seasons, bro. And the man that started, didn't do nothing, bro. And Garnacho come on 20 minutes and man's causing problems.
Didn't do nothing either.
No, what?
He had chances. Come on, what are you saying?
Are you sure?
That
was the worst final I've ever seen.
We didn't create that much chances. I don't remember us creating that much chances.
Let's not do this.
Is that what we're doing here? We're making up.
That was the worst final I've ever seen in my existence.
Watch the tape.
We're trying to talk performances.
Ems. I'm gonna ask you a question. Even though he got 20 minutes, he should be grateful. But should it be speaking like that? Who the fuck is he to speak like that? Like he's done something great. Like he's a great player. I put all the input here, and why do I get 20 minutes? Because you get 20 minutes.
Let me finish.
It's football.
Wait. He's a young man. He's 20. Man did an interview probably right after the ceremony. Obviously, man's pissed off. If it gave man about an hour, maybe the language would be a bit different. No, it's truth, though. It's the truth.
He's making excuses, man.
It's not making
professional footballers. It is.
Bro, it's like if me and you get into a mad beef.
If someone else does that next season, I want to see what your motive is.
Joe,
let him land.
Go on.
He's giving the turbulence.
No, Joe. It's like me and you. If we get into mad beef, you might say proper something personal, blah blah, heat at the moment. Then we look back at give ourselves time and say, you know what, man was wrong in it.
Okay.
Sometimes the situation.
Yeah. That was opening emotion.
You just said
professional. This is professional football.
So
this is Sunday League.
After 48 hours of doing that, did he go and say he was wrong? Did he later on? No. He didn't do that, innit? He was people like Jadon Sancho, I'm not apologizing. And that's the attitude we don't want here. We talk about player power, and you guys encourage player power.
Wait. Let me finish, though. When Ruben Arrow asks, he goes, "Oh, but in the semi-final, he missed that." How he's a child, bruv. I'm really moved like a child with his comments. That child, I don't like it. But you're a manager, bruv. Be a manager. Deflect the whole thing. Don't say nothing. Just say it was tactical. But no one wants to say anything, bruv. And this is what I'm saying.
With the Sancho situation and Rashford.
What?
The way he dealt with those situations. No manager's going to deal with every situation.
So we're doing that, bro.
No, but it's true. Not every manager is I see how you're giving guys.
Keep this in the chat. Keep this. Hey, what they say.
Let's get back. Let's get back to Gyokeres. Rejecting Manchester United and getting rejected by Arsenal. But yeah, I have to say this. Osimhen is who I wanted because he's consistent. And let me tell you something. Napoli and Manchester United are completely 2 different clubs. Do you think you can go online on Manchester United and go and click on your Instagram live and start ranting on the manager? We have punished players. We have kicked out players who's gone live on TV to bash players, or bash the manager. So he knows you can't do that. This is not the club for it. I said it last week as well. But I want Osimhen. He's got the right attitude. And guess what, guys? We like a bit of fire. You guys told me you like a bit of divas in our club because you love it, innit? You love the entertainment. So why not take another one? Why not take another Maverick? We can deal with that. We're Manchester United. We've had Maverick. We've had problem childs before, and we've been able to manage them well. But the problem childs that we have here, they're just too much. They're too toxic.
You know what?
They're not even winners. They're not even winners. Like,
it's funny you say that, but I don't want to have too many divas. We've got Cunha coming in.
Yeah,
that
Cunha's
going to come in and
fiery.
No man must work, but we don't want too much of that.
But you need some.
Maybe one more.
You need some dogs. You need some dogs that will be in the opposition's face and say like, "We're not dickheads."
Leaders or no one vocal.
Exactly.
But if we could land Viktor Osimhen, that would be like, I think if we just get that, try to mix up our defense and our goalkeeper, I think we're good. But right now, I'm telling you, with what I'm saying, I have 100% zero trust with Ruben because I'm seeing absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
He throughout from November till now, he gave me nothing. The transfer window, I'm seeing absolutely nothing. He's creating more problem than actually expected. In the transfer windows right now, he's making me not to trust this process. I'm all standing at Kimbo right now, looking at
been playing games. The man was stressed already.
Yeah,
let's just get this transfer window sorted first.
But you know what's so funny?
Of course, because
this is the Ruben inside.
The deals he's making is not,
the Ruben outside is this
sense.
way. It's that way. The Ruben outside is down that side. But those who are watching the Ruben outside,
you can agree.
The other side.
Me, I can agree. Jerome, up till now, that question I asked you, you have not yet answered. He has not done one thing. He has not improved one single thing since he came.
Now is not the time for that. Right now, right now, look.
You have to be patient. You have to see what man's about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, it's too early for that. You wanna just rushing and just getting emotions.
Wait. So they want to tell me
we got M's here wanting to give Ekitike a third season.
6 months of probation.
But these times,
6 months of probation.
Emira's only done half a season. And man,
I just want to.
You get a job.
Give the man time.
Will you get a job?
It needs patience.
Probation is how
Remember
long?
Sir Alex Ferguson? It took him how many years to win the Prem?
It took
needs patience, man.
Yeah, but we've all said it before. These players that we did keep or sell or whatever it is. Keep or sell. I know M's will only keep 5 players. I don't know why he's always complaining about. All his managers. No, but shoot, bro. No. I've caught him in 4K. I've caught him in 4K saying that these players are dead. With
the whole team gone.
With Ekitike in charge, with Eric Ten Hag in charge, he's told me that these players are dead. And he always said, "Why does these managers come here and flop?" But yeah, all of a sudden, Ruben Amorim is different.
No, but you know what it is though. You know what it is though. You know what it is though.
Yeah.
I've seen managers come in and do something. Man
United or somewhere else.
Ekitike done that, man. Ekitike came in and just did Ollie ball. After 2 games,
he backtracked on his philosophy.
Ten Hag is still better than Ruben.
He backtracked on his philosophy.
Yeah, so far the results. So far in terms of the results,
even Ollie.
Think about how much money Ekitike has spent and how far back he set us. All this dead wood that we're struggling to sell, they're all Ekitike's players, majority of them.
You see,
no one's saying nothing.
Do something.
No one's saying nothing. They're just blaming it on
Slot did something with no more sell. He's not good. Let me tell you, tactically, he's not. Let me tell you, if you can't do some out of what you got,
no,
I don't trust that. No matter, even at that, the scrubs.
Tell your manager Ekitike to buy his scrubs back so that we can buy
going to Barcelona. Your scrubs is going to Barcelona. They are scrub, but
No. He's not going to Barcelona yet. He's not going to Barcelona yet.
Yes,
let's venture into it because we
Barcelona don't want Rashford. Rashford's coming back to United.
Let me stop everyone. Wait. Okay, let me stop you. Let me just tell you. For those who are watching, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. We're about to move on to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford has been caught on TV. On 4K training in Barcelona. And spectators are saying, "Oh, is he going to go to Barcelona?" Barcelona is a club that Rashford is interested in. Barcelona already have a target of, Luis Diaz, who they wanted, but Luis Diaz could be reportedly going to Saudi Pro League. depends. But a lot of players are rejecting the Saudi Pro League, so we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
this Rashford training in Barcelona, what does this mean? Does it mean that he's trying to find a move to Barcelona to say that I'm here for the medical just in case you need to strike the deal? But let's talk about it. Rashford, Uche, go back to you.
Okay. So right now, all the players are trash.
Mhm.
Yet, Anthony left was the star boy in Real Betis.
Mhm.
Rashford left was a star boy for Aston Villa in Champions League.
I wouldn't say
In
the Champions League.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
What you mean, Muxi?
Good. It was really good. It was
Preach.
really instrumental.
Preach.
Good. It's out of there. Now, Garnacho is not good enough.
Crazy.
It's trash, but there are clubs running left and right for him.
Oh,
It's trash.
thank you.
But
Thank
people
you.
are actually running around for him. They say it's not good enough. Now that's out of the picture. I still repeat again, we're in a team that you have players that have played football for country at the highest level. They have played for the club at the highest level. And all of them are all in your team. And you want to say that you want your philosophy, they are too daft to adapt to it. That you're going to take them out to bring in young, inexperienced players. They are the ones that can adapt to you. Let me break it down.
Just to let you know that they've signed an experienced player, 26 years old, and the next one is Ebuemo. How old is he?
These are about
25,
These are players who are on the verge of their prime, going into their prime. So they're not signing only young players.
This is good. I'm talking about Doku. I'm saying with Doku. I'm talking about
Doku was in
Doku's
January.
number one.
Aiden
Yes,
Heaven.
he's already signed him. He's an
Are we
inexperienced
not
player.
talking about Rashford?
I'm talking about the people who want to bring in. You want to remove all these experienced players. They are world-class players.
No, please, let's get to Rashford, though.
To bring in players
transfer
who are actually are average. Now, for Rashford in this situation now, you're pushing these players out. Why? Because you think you can manage them.
No, Rashford needs to go anyway, in my opinion. Rashford was meant to go. He's been out on loan. He can't come back.
Why are we
No, but Uche, you can't send a player on loan and then bring him back.
Do you know how many times Makeda went on loan?
Makeda wasn't a player that Manchester United wanted to sell.
He was going on loan almost
Makeda isn't a player that Manchester United wanted to sell. They wanted to develop. They sent him to Newcastle to develop.
Fine.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Rashford has said he wanted a new challenge,
and
Manchester United have loaned him out in hopes that they sign him permanently.
Why did we loan him
because
out?
He told you he wanted a new challenge. Uche, why'd you act like?
No.
Wow, Uche, he had an interview.
Uche,
he had an interview. Why are you faking this?
Why are you doing like this? We all know what happened. We made the environment so toxic for him.
Rashford came out in 4K camera and told us that he
BBC. BBC.
Whoa! You know what happened? Before he said that, we
wait. Rashford called in sick.
And is silent now.
No. Rashford who called in sick and lied about it. Rashford who called in sick and lied about it.
Understand what I said? I said we've already made the environment so toxic for him that he was
made the environment toxic for him. He was part of the environment, you know.
You want me to speak?
Part of the environment.
No, he said back. He's saying Rashford.
Rashford didn't want out. Back him.
Rashford anymore.
Because he's been shit. But Ems, back him. Tell me that Rashford didn't say he didn't want out. He didn't want no new challenge. I even reported it. I done a video.
No. He said he's open for a new challenge. He didn't say he wants a new challenge.
No, he didn't say he's open. He said he didn't say open. Listen, I reported it myself. Yeah, I reported it myself. He said,
whoa.
He said, I think it's time for a new challenge, and I'm gonna grab it.
Why would you not be?
He said, I think it's maybe time for a new challenge. He didn't say it's time. Don't do that.
Let me look for. No.
Let's get. See if someone can find the article.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the tackle. I'm ready for a new challenge. Let me just share the screen now, because people are like, I don't do this as a job. Like I do it for fun. I make up shit. What's this? BBC Sports. Let's get the date. Let's get the reference. 17th of December. 17th of December, 2024. Title says, I'm ready for a new challenge. Rashford. Let's go to the quotes.
Where was he? He was already on the loan.
What's it? No, sorry. He went on loan in January. Sorry, this is December. 17th of December, 2024, before Christmas. Yes. If I know that the situation is already bad, I'm not going to make it worse. This is Rashford talking to Henry Winter. You know, Henry Winter, you know who he is. Yep. What's saying? I've seen how other players have left in the past. I don't want to be that person. He's already talking about leaving. When I leave, I'll make a statement, and it will be from me. When I leave, it's going to be no hard feeling. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Manchester United. That's me as a person. For me personally, I think I'm ready. Let me try that out.
Kai, come on. Out of
For me,
frustration. This is frustration.
now
You're
it's
frustrated,
frustrated.
guy,
They're
man.
coming out now.
No. What's this?
Frustrated, man.
What's this?
You're
A highlight.
frustrated,
Jerome,
man.
do you see that highlight? Jerome, do you see
Yeah,
the
I
highlight?
see it.
Come on.
He's told us in four.
For
You know
me,
what? This wasn't
for
even
me
just
personally.
a statement. This was an actual videoed interview. He actually told us with his face on camera.
Where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video?
Wearing his Louis Vuitton jacket. Wearing his Louis Vuitton jacket. Man wants a video. No. Man wants a video. He wants what? Black and white is not good enough. Black and white is not good enough. Black and white is not good enough. No. Ems, don't do that. Ems, don't do that. Ems, I'm not having you. You're a liar. You're a liar out here, bro. Don't do that, Ems. Ems, the proof was right in the. Nah. I can't believe
These guys, Ev's acting like a man didn't know what was going on.
Nah. That's his quote, you know. We have to end the show because of this, you know. We have to end the show because of this.
Yeah, yeah.
See, these men are trying their hardest to make excuses for Rashford.
Wait, so Jerome, so you still trust Ruben, right?
Forget about Ruben.
Right
you
here.
don't are running your
Guys,
agendas on
we need
Ruben. Today was about the players and the transfer
Do you
market.
trust Ruben? Jerome, do you
Trust
trust Ruben? Do you trust him before we leave? Do you trust
Yeah.
Ruben Amorim?
Yeah, let's get that last. Let's get
So
Jerome's
what?
last say.
Do you trust him
Ruben?
in it?
Yes.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I've already said this already. I've got doubts about Ruben, but that's not my argument. My argument is
No one trusts him. No one is in his corner.
my
That's
argument. Look, listen.
Let's be
My
honest.
argument is
He doesn't trust.
he needs to be given a chance, given this transfer window, and then we can make our judgments, a full judgment, just like ETH did.
Okay.
Your guy that got 600
Okay,
M's
all right,
in 3 years and sit us 3 years.
Okay.
That's that, exactly.
And that's that, guy. Let's just end the show right there. This has been a catch-up. This has been a good show as well. Interactive. With emotions were flying high. But it is what it is. This is what we do here, man. We just enjoy it. For those who's watching, make sure you smash that like button, share across all social media platforms. We're back next week for some more Manchester United news to catch up. And of course, just to let you guys know, this is available in the audio platform as well on Spotify and also Amazon Podcast and also Apple Podcast. Till next week, we'll see you. Peace and love. Take care, guys.
We continue to the group chat.
Peace.
To the group chat.
So we take it to the group chat.
M's ain't done yet, innit?
Peace.